Good morning, everyone. Reviewing yesterday's disappointing 1-0 loss to Arsenal. Just start from the beginning, the lineup was, as I thought it would be, it was the same as the previous week. The only difference being it was kind of more like a 4-4-2 than the 4-2-3-1. So Antonio was obviously up front next to Haller. We started off very well from the offset, and Bowen hitting the post after 90 seconds. So the intent was there to sort of drive forward and get at Arsenal, who don't forget have only lost one game sort of this year and looking very solid and good under sort of Arteta. Um, but from us, I think we looked especially very good when we didn't have the ball. Very well organised, sort of at the back. The sort of defenders are very in line with each other, and then we had sort of Noble and Rice protecting them well. And the good difference I saw was that the attacking players were actually backtracking and helping a lot, which didn't happen in the past. Especially impressed with the running off the ball from Haller. Antonio obviously always works hard, but people like Haller were kind of singled out by myself in the past for not tracking back enough. And we need to defend from the offset. So when they have the ball, even in the goalkeeper's hands, the two up front need to sort of harry and harass their back four and stop them from bringing the ball out quickly and put them under pressure. That's what led to one of the sort of the Southampton goals last week. And again, I was watching Heller very carefully. A lot of hard work, running around, backtracking. So obviously, under David Moyes and the defensive coaches that they've installed, sort of how to defend when you haven't got the ball. Certainly, sort of run and harry them and play that pressing game when you've got the ball, and more importantly when you don't. So that all worked really well. The setup was good. Not much between the teams overall. It's just that the clinical finishing wasn't there. Very frustrating. Antonio wasting sort of one or two chances. The chemistry is kind of, I don't think it's quite there at the moment between Haller and Antonio. There's a couple of bits where sort of Antonio should have slipped him in, and he quite didn't, and Haller sort of ran too much forward and missed the ball. So I think that was the only thing yesterday. If we really had sort of a striker more sort of on song than Haller in terms of clinical finishing, and Antonio, who's not really a striker. The difference was that Arsenal had a 65 million pound striker on the bench, Lacazette, who came on and won the game for them. We don't have that luxury really. So overall, it was a good effort. The good thing is we definitely do not lack any confidence despite being there at the bottom sort of half. The results went for us, fortunately, so we're still sort of fourth, fifth from bottom. Goal difference wasn't harmed too much. So the good things again was the lineup was good organisation when defending, good hard work from everyone. Souček is back, so hopefully he'll slip in for Noble. Noble was the only person you could tell he's kind of off the pace a bit. He played well. He did sort of set up sort of Haller for a chance which he was unable to sort of get to. So Souček will be sort of the main person sort of going up front, I think. Bowen's work rate is amazing. Backtracking is really good. His fitness is 100%. He's hit the ground running, and you can tell. Can't even tell that he's in the Championship, but he's a Premiership class player. Bad things. Anderson coming on disappointed me. David Moyes should have brought the substitutions a lot earlier. So Anderson only had 5 minutes. It was off the pace. Didn't lost the ball a couple of times. There was a bit where Haller actually surged forward, and he actually sort of ran past Anderson. Anderson made no effort to sort of keep up with him and give another outlet an option. Don't know what's going on with him. Used to love the guy. Thought there's a player in there. New management hasn't changed much. I mean, I know he hasn't played a lot, but he's really got up his game. Or he could be one of the few outlets where we could actually get some money. We need to get some cash from somewhere and bring in those 2-3 extra players we need. And 5-6 players will go out the door. I'm not sure how much money we'll get for him, and Anderson could be the one that we might get some reasonable sum of money really for him. So see how that goes really. Antonio's finishing was bad. Not really a striker. For their goal, Ngakia kind of slipped a bit. And we defended really well, but you can't defend for deflections, and that's how their goal happened. The deflection landed sort of very fortunately in front of sort of Ozil, and he managed to slip Lacazette in. VAR, I don't know, it could have gone either way, and I don't expect it to go for us. So hoping, so the luck that we've never had will kind of be there in the last run in for the 9-10 games. So hopefully the luck will we'll get something we don't sort of deserve or didn't think we'd get, which hasn't happened up to now. Didn't get anything against Liverpool, thought we deserved to, didn't get anything yesterday. So the other thing was the Haller, Haller sort of positioning isn't that good. What else? I mean, changes. Yeah, so Souček could come in for Noble going forward. Maybe put Antonio a little bit behind and push Bowen up front. He's much more clever, better finishing. We could try that. Next season, let's try to sort of bring in a proper striker, really. Maybe Mitrovic, maybe more of a better finisher, give Ajeti a chance. So, unlucky yesterday. I'm happy with everything. Good effort, good confidence. We'll get something in the last run-in. The run-ins for Bournemouth and Villa are really bad. So I think because of that, we should be able to stay up. Stick together. Keep it up. Let's get a striker in next season. It showed it's because of some clinical, clever play. We didn't get anything yesterday. So come on, you Irons. Keep it up.